Hi everyone, welcome back to Empowering the Artist Within, the space for creativity, self-expression and personal growth. If you're new here, you are so welcome. I'm your host, Liz Ross, and I'm here to inspire and uplift you through meaningful conversations and powerful affirmations. It's been a while since I shared an affirmation episode with you, and I don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling the need to slow down and hear some beautiful, inspiring, positive messages today. It's been really a super busy time with my children being off over the summer holidays, and I don't know if you can relate to this and you feel the same, but I always jump in with both feet when they go back to school, and then I just find myself utterly exhausted at the end of the week. I do it every time, even though I know I'm doing it. I think that I'm going to slowly ease myself into the week, but as soon as they go back and I have some time to myself, I just run around trying to reset the house, tidy up after everybody, and jump back in with my work, and sort of feel like I need to get everything done. So they've already been back a week. This week, I'm feeling the need to just kind of take it a little bit slower and just try not to do too much. I've also started using the Notion app, which I am finding incredibly helpful. If anybody listening uses it, I would love for you to pop me a message, tell me how you're using it, what you're finding helpful with it. I've only just got started. I believe that people find it quite complicated, but at the moment it seems to be working really, really well for me and helping me get myself organized and slow down a bit and prioritize and be able to work through just a few things a day rather than feeling the need to get everything done at once. So I'm interested to see how that really helps me both in my kind of personal life and work life as well. So I'll be sharing more about that and keeping you up to date with how I'm finding it and how it's going. So yeah, I mean, it's been a really busy time, and I just think it's a really nice time for us to just slow down and have a really calm episode, give ourselves a little bit of time to sit and listen, to be with ourselves, to have a little bit of space and a bit of rest because we feel like we need to be go, go, go all the time. And actually, I'm starting to learn that just having a rest, even if it's just for 5, 10 minutes, is actually so productive. And it's just as important as doing all the things on our to-do lists. So, I would love, before we get started, to give a shout out to my supporters, those of you that have gone on to buy me a coffee to support the podcast. I really do appreciate every single one of my supporters. It's just incredible. And I love to say thank you. So this episode, I'm saying thank you to Sherry Mansfield. I really hope I've said your name right. It could be Cherie. So I apologize if I have got it wrong, but thank you so much for your review. This is what Sherry wrote. I'm loving your free flowing conversations with other artists and honest, helpful and thought-provoking reflections, Liz. So glad you were brave enough to get started with your podcast. Hope these coffees will help fuel many more episodes. Sherry. And again, I'm really sorry. I should have checked your name, how to pronounce your name before I said it on the podcast. So please do send me a message if I've got it wrong. You can have a look at her work on Instagram. It is Sherry Mansfield Artist, and you spell that CHERRIEMANSFIELD Artist. And her work is so beautiful, bold, captivating, and it will really brighten up your walls and liven up your house. So thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Do head over to her Instagram, have a look at her work, And you can check out her website as well. And at the end of the episode, I'll read a review from Apple Podcasts as well. I do appreciate every single one. But on to today's episode, I really want to share some gentle affirmations with you, and they are inspired by my last episode, which was From Fear to Freedom: How Artists Can Build Confidence and Show Up Creatively. And I think it was such an important episode to share with you and talk about how we can build our confidence, how we can show up creatively, showing our work without fear or feeling the fear and doing it anyway, which is what I'm doing at the moment. I recorded an incredible guest episode last night, and I just can't wait to share it with you. It's not being released for a few weeks. Again, another artist who I just reached out to, couldn't believe he said yes. And I felt the fear and I did it anyway. And I was so nervous in the run up to recording. And then I recorded and it was incredible. I know you're going to love it. And that wave of emotions, it's just crazy to think like how nervous I was. And then afterwards, I was so proud of myself and I just thought, why? Like, it's not a big deal, but then on the other hand, it's such a massive deal. So, I can see where the nerves come from, and it's not such a bad thing to feel nervous when you're doing something like that. But then I listen back and it's just such a beautiful conversation. And I'm so grateful that not only do I get to have those conversations with these artists, but I get to share them with you and you get to hear them and appreciate what other artists have to offer and what knowledge and skills they can give us. Because we can learn so much from them and from these conversations. And so feeling the fear, building our confidence, showing up imperfectly, it's just the biggest thing. It's the biggest way for us to grow and to build our confidence. And, it is a muscle that we have to flex. It's not something that we just are born with. We're not just, okay, yes, maybe there are people that are just confident people, but for most of us, we think, oh, we just need to be confident, but actually there are steps that we can take to help that grow. And that's what I talk about in that episode. So if you haven't heard it, go back and look. I think it's 26, episode 26. So this will be episode 27. But let's settle down because I wasn't supposed to talk for long, and let's have a really lovely affirmation episode. If you've ever felt the wobble of fear when you're showing your work, or if you've ever second guessed yourself before posting or sharing, these words are here to help ground you, to remind you of your worth and encourage you to show up with courage, even if it feels imperfect. So grab a cup of tea, take a deep breath, and let's begin. I want you to find a quiet moment. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable to do so, or soften your gaze. Soften your shoulders and take a deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in and out. And let these affirmations sink in. You can repeat them or you can just listen as often as you like and really try to envisage them, take them on board. If you're listening and you're busy doing other things, I really encourage you to find a time where you've got a few minutes where you can just sit and listen and close your eyes and take these affirmations in for yourself, because they are so important. I am learning to show up with courage, even when I feel afraid. My creative voice is valid and worthy of being heard. Every time I share my art, I grow stronger and more confident. I release the need to be perfect. Instead, I choose to be present. My vulnerability isn't a weakness. Actually, it's a strength. I am safe to take up space as an artist. Each small step I take builds my confidence and momentum. My creativity is a gift, and sharing it is an act of courage. I trust myself, my process, and the journey I am on. I am proud of myself for showing up today. I may face fear, but I won't let it define me. Instead, I choose courage. I honour the nerves I feel. They are a sign that this matters. My art matters. My confidence grows each time I show up, no matter how small the step. Sharing my art is an act of generosity. I trust it will reach those who need it. I release the story that I am not enough. I am enough, exactly as I am. My self-doubt is simply a reminder to come back to trust. I am building creative confidence, one brave moment at a time. I choose progress over perfection. I trust that my unique perspective has value in the world. Even when I feel uncertain, I can still create and share from my heart. Each time I create and each piece of art that I make brings me closer to my true voice. I am safe to be seen, safe to express, and safe to create. My courage inspires others to find their own. I give myself permission to take up space as an artist and show up imperfectly. I celebrate my creativity, messy, imperfect, and beautifully mine. Let these affirmations be a gentle reminder that you don't have to wait until you feel ready, until you feel polished or perfect. Confidence is built step by step each time you choose to show up as yourself. So this week, I'm encouraging you to take one small, brave step. Share something that feels true to you, even if it feels a little scary. Because your voice matters, your art matters, and the world needs what only you can create. And you know that I am doing this with you. I just spoke about how I took the courage to record an artist guest who is somebody I really look up to and who influences my work. And I found the courage to do that interview and to have that conversation so that I could grow and that I could put it out for you and that you could appreciate it as well. So if I can do it, I know that you can too, and we can do this together. I would absolutely love for you to share these with me. And I have actually set up a new Instagram account called Empowering the Artist Within. So please do go and follow it and share with me under the episode in at the comments of any episode, DM me and let me know, what are you doing to show up for yourself? What one small brave step have you taken? And we can share these. I can come back on the next podcast episode and we can share each other's wins. We can share how we're showing up for each other bravely and showing up for ourselves. And together as a community, we can take these steps forward and we can grow, and it will be absolutely incredible. And I cannot wait to support you in doing this and see your journey and see your growth. So I'd love to read a review from Apple Podcasts, and it's really lovely. It's from Little Brambles and it reads, "Gentle encouragement for artists, a lovely positive podcast to help artists feel their way through their artistic journey. Very relatable and calming. Thank you." And that is such a lovely, encouraging review. Thank you so much. I read and really appreciate every single one. So please do leave me a comment or review. It really helps other people find the podcast too. And I'm really excited for you to go and follow my new Instagram account. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I know that you're busy and I know we've got so many things to do, but I just feel that it is so important to take those few minutes for yourself and just give yourself the time that you need and that you deserve. And it just does have a ripple effect on everybody in your life. And so don't feel guilty for doing it. And please do show up for yourself and take the time and enjoy it. If you did feel that these affirmations resonated, I'd love for you to come back to them whenever you feel that you need a little bit of encouragement and help to take that courage and that step. And if you haven't already, remember, go and listen to the full episode from Fear to Freedom. It's number 26 and you'll find more encouragement there. So until next time, keep creating, keep exploring, and keep believing and trusting in yourself.